So hi here. Here is Spoonlord. Here for another Twitch this week. So like I always say, you may know me as Spoonlord on Discord or as Patlinu on in-game. And I'm here with White Wolf on Discord.
Hello guys.
Who is another employee at Allison Smith. He's a game designer, and he will be accompanying me this week for this Twitch session. So, and he will answer questions, or he will tell me the questions you're asking us, so I'll be able to answer them. So, quickly today, we're gonna do something that we've had some questions about, how to do them. Today we're gonna do an Hiveminds node with you guys. So we're gonna do a quick playthrough just to showcase Hiveminds quickly for players that haven't managed to finish one yet, or that aren't sure what it's supposed to do. So let me here just look at. Okay, great. So I'm gonna start off by saying a few bug fixes that will be on the next release that I can't showcase you yet, but quickly we've optimized again a lot of AC score and some scripts. We're really on to optimizing a lot of stuff because we really want to stop having game crashes, and we're running statistics and we're trying to figure out where exactly that sometimes players have problems with the game. So we're a lot on that. We've added some new functionalities that you guys will discover very soon as new multiplayer features, such as push to talk for online multiplayer. So let's say that you're with your team attack group and you don't want your mic to continuously stream. You can have a new functionality that will be called push to talk that you can activate, and you'll be able to simply just select. For right now we've put it at the left alt for functionality, but later on you'll be able to choose whichever keyboard letter you want to put it at, but for now it's going to be at the left alt, and you'll be able to activate push to talk and use that. You'll also have let me check, you'll also be able to mute other players. Let's say that someone's mic is disturbing you, or you just don't want to hear one player. You'll be able to mute that player only for yourself, not for all the group. Maybe eventually we'll think about muting someone overall if you're like the group leader, but those are things to be discussed. Such as we're still trying to manage how the multiplayer flow is gonna be. So that was pretty much it for the quick fix for this week. And White Wolf, do you have anything on your side on Twitch right now?
No question for the moment.
No problem, that's great. Do we have viewers? Are people there yet? Nope, no viewers yet.
6 viewers.
6 viewers, there you go. We just wanted to make sure that people were there. So let me look at this. So here's the Hiveminds. So many new players come across this, and they're just not sure what it's supposed to be. And it has a big message, a big warning saying that, hey, you should not go there if you're a new player. So we're here to do a quick tutorial about that. So to explain how Hivemind works quickly. Everything you see here is a Hivemind node, and those nodes are player generated. So those have been generated through pledges people have made through the Kickstarter campaign and such. And once they donated enough, they've been able to, on a website, put the parameters for their node, and once they've put all the parameters they needed to create the node, it creates it in game, and every player can access it at iCake. So all of these are player generated. To I can Hivemind, the first thing you do is that you need to triangulate through those triangles to find the connection. So quickly, there's an area that has a strong connection, and that area will be the place that you'll be able to gain access to the node. So our cursor here acts like a little satellite, as you can see here, and we're just trying to find the zone that you'll be able to connect to after. You have two hints while you're triangulating. Is that you have here the proximity meter that says if you're far, if you're a little bit closer, or if you're really close, like you're really hot, you're pretty much there. And you have the area. This is where like the direction I'm supposed to go. So it says that I should be more this way. I'm still far, and it's more over there maybe. Okay, we're getting there. It's pretty much first time, like the first 2 or 3 times you're like more trialing than ever, and once you're getting closer you'll know like around like what area it's supposed to be. Okay, so maybe this one. Oh, there's this one. And you have to be careful because this is like your, oh, there you go, found it. This is your scanning meter, and yeah, that's what just happened. I found it, but I didn't have enough buffer, so I have to wait. And while we're waiting, anything on your side, White Wolf?
No, somebody say that apparently we can cheat if we already know the name of the Hiveminds we're hacking.
Yeah, you can like in some cases you can speed run. Let's say your way through, if you know the infos. But right now, what we're showcasing is like the proper way of doing it. And once you're familiarized with the game, you can pretty much play the way you want. So yes, of course, you can always kind of cheat your way through things, certain part of the game. So here I am. So I'm gonna hack Chronics. So the second thing you do once you finish your triangulation is that you launch your imagery. So the external mapping module, it's pretty much a mapping of all the subdomains connected to that node. So you have here is your hint, and you have nothing really much to click on. I don't think we plan on having anything interactable here. It's pretty much like you have your hint, and you know that you have your node here. You have those like gray triangles. You don't know yet what they're for. So there are multiple ways to do Hiveminds, and not all of them completes the same way. So what you might find for one might not work for the other. So it's pretty much either you can like do a OSINT scan on the Hivemind you found, dash with S, and your search engine will be tbw.com, which is the database of Black Watchmen, and let's say 1000. So you see, when I found those domains, it opened, like it changed my triangles to white to say that we've discovered those. But what I probably need to do then, if that search was not complete enough, is a good old S-fuzzer. What I suggest is around 60 seconds, since Hiveminds are more complex in general. They tend to be longer to do than most like simple objectives and missions. So yeah,
for the DNS VS mapping, I mean, sometimes S-fuzzer is more efficient than OSINT-SCAN, and sometimes it's the other way around. So it really depends of what network you're trying to identify.
Yeah, exactly. And like, as you can see, the more info I get from my S-fuzzer, the more I get from the more like triangles that I get activated. So now I've pretty much mapped all my network. So this one looks like a hard one. So what I might do, that can be, like I said, like a Hivemind is long, so you have to recheck your domains a lot of time to just, you know, understand what you're attacking. So I'm pretty sure one of those was my int. So now what we're trying to do after we found the mapping is that we're trying to connect to the like internal network. So we're trying like basically to connect to the VPN with a Turbine C2 card. And just to mention, Hivemind has been there for a long time, like for a good couple of months, since like the alpha, let's say. And what we want, I think that what we want to do in the future, might want to work on it a bit when we'll have the time, because right now we're working on new things. But like, I think that if we have time, it could be cool to give it a bit of love, because it has been the same since like the alpha, and we've upgraded a lot. So if we have time, maybe we'll be able to, you know, upgrade it a bit, add some new stuff. I know there are layers that we have never used yet. So for now, they're pretty much like dummies, but who knows when we'll have time to add more. So I have my hand here.
Zelong is asking why does the triangle light up in the external mapping? But basically, the more domain you identified and then fingerprint, the more triangles will light up.
Yeah, exactly. And the one that has a different color, that's my hint for where the vulnerable server is. So this is where I want to do my Fox acid, and when it appeared here colored. So I need to look at both at the same time and be like, okay, so this is the one that light up a different color. So this is what you need to do in order to get your hint for your Fox acid attack. So a little feature here that you guys might have seen last week if you were already here. Let me just put my inputs. So yeah, for Hivemind, like I said, it's been there since the alpha, and since the alpha we've worked a lot. Like, it's been there before the last version of alpha. So for the Fox acid attack, it has the same parameters, which is TCP IP. This is alpha exploit script. Sorry, I just misclicked. And after midnight, it's just the same for all the attack on Fox Acid, since we didn't like made all the vulnerabilities yet for all the technologies. Little thing, if you guys didn't saw that yet, I talked about it last week, but yeah, so when you do a fingerprint, Fox Acid now recovers all your data that you've gained through fingerprint, and it only saves the useful data, the vulnerable ones, and you just have to click on it and it autofills. So it's like, I said it last week, but it's a great addition. It's so cool. It adds a lot to the game. It makes it much more fluid, I think. So let me do my attack.
While you're doing this, Zelong seems to say that basically in since the new update, some of the triangles stay gray, and there's only the end. And he say that he think that in this version, that in one of the version, it has been removed, or that before the triangle were lighting up.
I'm not sure what you mean. Well, technically, if you're talking about external mapping, technically, every time you like find a new subdomain, it will light up a triangle, because there are as much triangles there as there are subdomains in this domain.
Okay, but they will stay gray.
So some of them stay gray. So maybe it's a bug. If you guys have like any bugs that you find, don't hesitate to send us. We're still in closed beta, so of course sometimes we might slip one. So what you guys can do, if you find a bug, you can always report it to us. Show us a screenshot. That helps a lot, and we'll fix those bugs. So, but technically what they're supposed to do is that they're supposed to be all light up. The only reason why they would not light up is if your external mapping is not open and you're not like working at the same time. When you're like opening, closing all your windows quickly, maybe that could induce a bug, I don't know. But technically, even if you open it up back again, it should all light up as to how much you have found the subdomains. So once you're connected to the Turbine C2 card here, Chronic Security Solutions, you gain access to the drone feed. I had a lot of things open, so why not open up a new workspace? So as you can see, it's pretty much empty for now. So what you need to do, you have two ways to complete your drone feed. You're at 0%, and the goal of this is to gain as much data as possible on your node once you're inside the server. So the easy way is through a net scan. Well, I say the easy, well, it's the shortest way. So it's not a short way. It will be a little bit longer. So what you need to do then, just to make sure, I'll launch another SFuzzer, and at the same time I'll launch a big OSN scan right there. Okay, so nothing happening on that side. So I don't know if I still have my, I think I closed my as well. It's right there. So as you can see, we had some like subdomains there, but we don't have the same things right now, because now we're inside the network, so we have more access. So as you can see, there's a lot of subdomains in this Hivemind. This one I don't think is necessarily the most easy. I really picked one at random, so it might take a while to complete this one, but for the sake of it, we'll still do it. So what you need to do, if net scanning the server doesn't give you anything, is that you need to let me sorry, I think the keyboard has some problem. Let me just, okay, there you go. So what you need to do is that you need to run a fingerprint. As you can see, it just doing the S-fuzzer on the new subdomains, it completed a part of my drone feed. I've already found the webcam, so you have a couple of things that you can interact with in the drone feed that gives you more data on what you're trying to act. So the webcam here will give you more data, will give you an access. Once we have enough data, it's supposed to give us an image of the person residing inside this Hivemind node, basically. So let me just open up here. And if you want to speed things up, don't hesitate to have like a couple of fingerprints open. It really will speed up the process. So I have one here, I have one here. Maybe just what I actually do if I want to be more efficient is that I have all my fingerprints window here, and I grab my S-fuzzer, so I only have the information I need in one window, and I just I think I did do that one. Oh, sorry, little technical problem. I think my game just froze. Yeah, sorry, my game froze a bit. Do you have anything on your side, White Wolf?
No. No, now your game is just starting.
Yes. Yeah, my game crashed quickly. So well, it didn't crash, it just closed. So what is cool is that I think I had a lot of stuff open, and you know, with the streaming, maybe it takes a lot of info. So I have a couple of webcams here to activate, and I think that once I have enough info, I'll be able to identify the person we're looking for. And basically what we're trying to do is to identify a person, have access to his password, his credentials, and that's when the Hivemind will be completed. But we're not we're not done yet. We only have the person's name, and then we have here is where that person has last been seen. So Monday and Tuesday, Stephen Gao. So let's, for the sake of it, I'll complete let me check here. I'll complete my drone feed, even though I know the answer. I just want to show you guys what it looks like when it's completely done. So we'll, for the sake of it, we'll do it a little bit slower. Maybe not open everything at the same time, because yeah, I'm also recording the video, so maybe it takes a lot on the computer. I want to give him a little bit of chance. Oh yeah. I can't, copy paste yet, so I'll have to do it the good old tab way. I'm still doing my fuzzer, even though I've completed my search before, just to be sure I don't miss anything. So there you go. So while we're here and waiting, what I can mention is that there are cool stuff coming. We worked really hard this week. I can't say those things yet, but I'm pretty sure you guys will be stoked.
Plus, the Hiveminds is really gonna take all of its sense in multiplayer, because for fingerprinting 25 diamonds, you'll be able to gather a team and extract all the data from these domain names instead of having to put everything by yourself.
Well, yeah, exactly. You won't have to have 4 or 5 fingerprints like I had to do to speed things up. And as you can see, it was still too much for my computer, and it
it's gonna be way more fun to watch.
Yeah, exactly. But you can see a glimpse of it right now. When before we couldn't do multiplayer on Hiveminds, now we can. It's still pretty much a beta functionality. We're not there yet for complete Hiveminds sharing through all players, but eventually we'll work on it. Like I said, we might want to work on Hiveminds eventually at as a whole, because it hasn't been touched in a while. But definitely we will want to have a complete multiplayer session of Hiveminds to make this process a lot easier. So I'll just see. I'm at 65%. So maybe I did that one. Okay. Yeah, maybe that wasn't the best Hiveminds to do. It's a bit long, so let me look at Wi-Fi. So I was there at. It's this is the longest process you have to do in the Hiveminds. I'm at 69, so we're going somewhere. Um, 73. There you go. Okay. I could start doing something else, but like I said, I really want to finish the drone feed just to show you guys how it looks like when it's completely done. So I did 2 less than 3. Do extranet. I want to open another host fingerprint, but I don't want to risk my computer's life any more than I have. So there you go. So we already did those. I don't think I did help desk. Yeah, this one has a lot of subdomains. Do you have anything on your side, White Wolf?
Apparently, if you do -I in the DNS VOS mapping, you can filter the subdomains within the network.
Yeah, that's the thing you can do. Like I said, I'm pretty much like doing like, I'm not doing some quick run-ups. I'm not showing all the functionalities. I'm just doing like a basic overview of an Hivemind for like players let's say newcomers that haven't figured out Hivemind or never did one yet. But yeah, there's a lot of things that we don't show. Like you can open up DNS VOS mapping with Control M, like those things. But I won't like do all the cool tricks that you can do. I'll let you guys discover those for yourselves. So I was there at server 1. Let's open up another one. Let's cam server. Okay, so we're already at 80%, and we can do the aircrack module. Let's like we have more than enough info. Look at this. Okay, so I think this one is one of the hardest, actually, hardest, longest. So I don't want to. I'll start. Let me. Let's decide. I think I'll stay at 84% for now, and do the rest, and maybe complete it later, so I don't keep you guys on too long.
Yeah, as long as we can do the hair crack, we can continue.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what we want to do, and we kind of know like where we have now more info on where that person has last been seen. So what you need to do is that you need to populate your aircraft module, which pretty much arrows, dump scans, Wi-Fi hotspots, and shake displays a map of MAC addresses that has been seen. So let's populate that graph. You know, even though we develop the games, even us sometimes we forget some comments. There's a lot to remember sometimes, but we try to remember them all. We're getting there. So am I good? I'm pretty much good. So what do I have here? Monday at 14. So I have like 2 choices. I'll go with this one, and I think I'm good. First try. Things that you didn't have before in Hivemind is a case file, so you can add stuff to your case file right here.
That's really convenient, because then, like for example, if you want to get back into a target's phone, you can just add it in your case file and automatically access the target, instead of having to redo the whole hair crack again.
Or having to open the drone feed. It's another way to access it quickly, and probably if like yes, you can see there's network mapping that has been planned. So Like I said, I don't know when we'll have to work on that, but it would be interesting to be able to have your external mapping shared through a case file and one way or another, and like players can complete the mapping of other players and they can play the Hiveminds together. That's the kind of ideas we had. Will we implement it or not? And that's for the future to tell us. So, once you're here in the telephone, pretty much all the phones in the Hiveminds are like mostly for hints. This one is a tad complicated though. Let me just 1 second. It's gonna be too long. I'm just looking at this one, how it's made. Like I said, I took a pretty hard one, so I just want to make sure I don't mess anything up. So let me look at it there. Okay. So what you basically want to do is, like I said, to gain access to the credentials of this person by the use of a password attack module right there. And I'm trying to find this person's phone. This back door is ready. So, I'm just looking quickly on the info we have right now. Do you have? While I'm looking at that, do you have anything on your side, White Wolf?
Well, I think that if you click directly on the infiltrate assets, you can switch directly to the password attack with the target URL and the username already set up.
Yes, you mean here on the
Yes.
Yes, that is if I complete completely. I think the Hiveminds. I wanted to skip that, but we can still do it. I don't mind. I'm just not sure what I've missed. I think I missed a couple of fingerprints. Pretty much I didn't. Is that what I missed? Did I miss those? Oh yeah, that's okay. Figure it out. I think I missed all the north one. Ah, there you go. And I think I'm gonna be good. So maybe we're missing. Yeah, I really didn't went with the easiest one. Sorry guys. At least the artist one's gonna be made live. Ah, there you go. No, I wanted to skip that part.
I think you're missing the. You just did that one,
Yeah.
but 96. I think you might be still missing the HV user guest. Oh, that one is attack.
Which one? Pardon me. Oh, oh yeah. Like the, you know, it's a huge list. I might be missing one of them, but we have enough info to start our password attack with. There you go. That's what I wanted. Okay. So we already know his name and his age, which is 27. So let's try some variables there. I don't know him by heart, so basically the hints for the password attack pardon me, is on his cell phone, like I said. So you're basically trying to like figure out what could be the things that this guy's connected to in his personal life. So maybe the name of a person, maybe this. No. Shandong maybe? Yeah, there you go. So this is probably where this person's from. So Mortal Bridge. Okay. So maybe a cell phone number model? No. Neither.
Try the name of one of his contacts if he has some.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, there you go. Maybe I had to write it completely. Yeah, sometimes you can only write the the first name and you're okay. Sometimes you need to write it completely. Okay, so we're getting there. So maybe if I try this, no? Did I? I'm looking here on my screen. I think I got it right. Maybe that's not a hint. Oh, maybe I need to write V. Moral Bridge. Nope. No. Let me and this guy doesn't give much hint, hey. Oh. Maybe that gives. Well, that doesn't give a lot.
Try security.
I think that's too generic. I wonder what's SHF SHFT fest? Oh.
Yeah, some of the hints from the password will require you to do some research, or at least like to think about what the password is. So
yeah.
let's say it's SHFT if we can find what kind of festival it is or whatever.
I'm pretty much like trying this one. I'm actually like this one I think does not appear a lot. Like I said, this is like one of the longest artists. It requires to do more research, and I don't, like I said, I don't know the answers of those by heart, so I actually need to look myself how to do it, even I and the developer. So I'm doing a bit of research. Um, um, the Immortal Bridge, and like it's all stuff.
Night
I'm trying
Shift Festival.
yeah. Night Shift. No, maybe festival. Well, I don't think that's enough info for if I try my password attack. Would it still work? Anyway, well, let's try to force brute it. While we're doing that, I just have no idea the end of that one is.
Try Night.
Night. Yeah, I think I've written
Night space SHFT.
yeah. Well, let's open up another password attack. So 27, I think, yeah. So you said night, and what? White wolf? What you told me to put there?
Shift.
Night shift? Nope.
If it doesn't work, try wrap.
Wrap? Oh. Well.
Thanks, Zilong. And Tongji apparently is you have to put university. Tongji University.
Ah, there you go. Well, you know, I'm still Chunji University. Ah, there you go. You guys are better than me, actually. You should do it.
And Mount Tai.
Mount Tai. Oh, there you go. And I think what's the first one I put already? Let me look at that. Yeah, Shandong. So if we can frost root it, I think we'll be a lot closer. And we're missing only one there. Yeah, you guys have been quite helpful, actually. Thank you. Ah, it wasn't successful. Oh well, I don't like you anymore. I want this. You're the new password attack. So, I'm running out of clues for my last variable. So hey, I think that maybe we'll be able to salute with those infos.
Try his cousin name in his contacts.
Yeah, that's what I tried. Maybe I didn't write properly. Let me look at it there. Okay. So so there you go. And oh, it wasn't successful. Maybe I have to put more dictionary. Okay, so young show. Young. No. Oh, Okay, well I had it. Maybe I didn't write properly. Okay. So I think we're gonna be good. And we're almost done, guys. We're almost there. So as you can see, the Hivemind is a long process, and not all of the Hiveminds are as long. This one is like, it's like one of the hardest. So that's why it took us a bit of a long time, and we don't do all the Hiveminds every time. So, but I hope that this has been an insightful tutorial to how to do basically a Hivemind quickly. So there you go. We once you've completed your last attack, I have a lot of windows open. Let's close them. I don't need them anymore. Yeah, so once you've made your attack and it's successful, you now have access to the trading window. So right now you see I'm pretty much completed, and in the trading window you can trade items. I have all of them, because when you reset your game, it doesn't necessarily reset all of your items in your account yet, but you can, if let's say you have one item here, you can do a trade with the server node and ask it, let's say I want to trade with 427, but I already have the items, so it won't work, and you have to have the item on the left, so you have to own it in your inventory, in your agent profile. It's all the items in here. So I think that's pretty much it for the Hivemind. Once you're there and you quit, the Hivemind will glow the skin color, and that means you've completed your Hivemind. And as we previously said, you can cheat some stuff right now. Like I said, it's been a while since we haven't touched it, so we have also some fixes to do, and you can speed run them. You have multiple ways to do them, but this is pretty much what like how to do an Hivemind in its most basic normal form. So do you have any questions on your hand, White Wolf?
No more questions. But apparently you can also cheat the trading system.
I think that we did a fix about that maybe a while ago. If, like I said, if there's some cheats or some stuff that seem bug or whatsoever, don't hesitate to send us screenshots and tell us what you did, how did you do your bug. Like, we're relying on people playing the closed beta and the demo to tell us if we're missing something or whatsoever. But also we're always looking on our end to fix more stuff. But if you guys find anything out, don't hesitate to tell us. Pardon me. So I think that pretty much that pretty much covers the Hivemind part of the game, and you can do it. You can only do right now the first part of it in multiplayer. So the triangulation part, like once you did the triangulation, you will be able to access the Hivemind, and you'll have the little icon there, and everyone will be in the same Hivemind as you, so it will unlock it for them. So it's like you did the triangulation for them, and you can gain access to the Hivemind node and start searching information. But that's pretty much the only thing you can do right now. The optimal thing would be that while you're playing, you guys could share, let's say, drone feed info, external mapping info in real time, but that's another story for another time. So if you didn't add anything in your hand, White Wolf, I guess that's pretty much it for this week's. Don't hesitate to Tell us how you felt about it. Did you like it? Did you have any comments? And stay tuned for next week. We'll be back with more stuff to show you.
Ciao, guys.
Goodbye.